Well, today I'm with Dallas Wenner Clark, who's the author of this book, but also happens to be the stepmother of Jann Wenner, the owner of Rolling Stone magazine and Us magazine. And it was partly due to him that Dallas embarked on this book project, writing about his father. Now, how did that evolve? How did that start?
I don't know. He called me one day and he said, I want to remember some things about Dad, and I really don't know enough about him as much as you do. So would you please write something for me? And I did that and sent it to him, and he was very appreciative, and he said, wow, you're a good writer. Well, that was quite an encouraging thing for him to say to me. So I thought, well, maybe I can write, because it's always been something that from grade school on I was reluctant to do. So I'm very happy to be able to produce something that works.
And this is what you wanted to do, to write about this restaurant, which you and Peter owned for 10 years in Santa Barbara.
That's right.
And became a sort of top culinary hangout.
Yes.
So it was really through Jann sort of saying, hey, this is great. I think you could do something. And you just sparked from there.
Yes, I did. He was a great, I always had great admiration for Jann because of his wonderful drive from the time he was small. I told his father that Jann was going to be famous, and he said, why do you think so? And he said, I said, because he has the courage to be different. He was about 14 when I met him, and he was wearing a straw hat in the middle of winter, and I said to his father that he's going to be famous because he got the courage to be different. And he had courage and drive and smarts and so many things that were admirable.
So then you embarked on this book project about the restaurant you had with Peter for 10 years.
Yes, I wrote that little piece about his father, and he thanked me. And I had been thinking about what in the world I was going to do since I had breast cancer, and that I was in bed a great deal of the time. And I really, it took it on as something to keep me busy and occupied, and it gone beyond my dreams. And I had such enormous help from Alicia St. John. She's my co-author and friend, great friend. So that's been a real experience.
And it took, 2 years to start it and complete it?
Yes, it took 2 years. We've been working on it for quite a while, and we have a wonderful friendship because of it, and she's like a daughter to me.
But you've now got having now recovered, thankfully, you've now got the writing bug, as it were. So having spent 2 years getting this book, including the recipes, music from your husband, as well as illustrations, you've now got this idea for another book, which, for better or worse, is what you might call a bucket list. Things you want to do. Yes. And you've obviously got quite a long list. So how is that coming along?
Well, it's quite near finishing. I've done a lot on that book already, and we have a bit more to do, and things keep cropping up in my mind that I write down, and Alicia's helping me so much. So I'm very delighted to be here.
And it's going to be featured in the literary festival in due course at the Bacara, is it not, in Santa Barbara?
Yes, the Com is going to ask me to speak and have the book there, so I'm very thrilled about that. My good friend Patty Denominic is a very good friend, and I admire her enormously. She has a great calmness about her that is amazing. Through thick and thin, she's very together.
So now that's one book. That's 2 books. Is there a third sort of lingering?
Not at this time, but maybe there will be.
Yeah, well, you're obviously a good writer, and obviously you've recovered, thankfully, from your illness.
Yes, I think about things like writing something about all the things I'm grateful for, kind of a grateful book.
Yes.
Because I have so many blessings in my life. My growth has been constant and filled with adventures, and I have great love with Peter, and that's the wonderful part of my life. Peter Clark, the musician and artist, He's the wonderful artist, and he painted the pictures in the book, and I'm enamored in him.
And it also has a CD in it of his music, yes?
He does have a CD of his music.
So it's great because you said the recipes, the history,
Yes,
and then the music.
yes,
And it's
we've been
pretty
around the
extraordinary.
world and to Russia for probably 12 times, and he's been to China on a tour, requested by a musician that came into the restaurant, heard him play, and he had a wonderful tour in China as well.
And then also accompanied the late Jane Russell on a few cruises on the Queen Mary and other Cunard liners.
Oh, we had so many adventures in our life that it's just filled with memories and lots of fun.
Yeah, the autobiography is to come. Anyway,
Thank you for the
stay tuned.
inspiration. Thank you, Richard.